My name is Dr. Pete Goldman. I'm a chiropractor in name only. I do something very unique. It's called the zone technique. I grew up in a very naturally oriented family. When I was a kid, we had three doctors. We had a homeopath, a naturopath, and a chiropractor. We never even went to MDs. So I grew up in a very naturally oriented family regarding that. And I gravitated as time went on to chiropractic. Matter of fact, by the time I was maybe 16, I just figured chiropractic done properly could fix pretty much anything, unless someone needs like stitches or something like that, some emergency medicine. So anyway, when I first went to college, I was actually an economics major, not knowing I would be a chiropractor one day. And then as time went on, I graduated college. I worked in New York City, where I'm from, for a few years. And then I said, you know what? I think I want to be a chiropractor. So I went to chiropractic school. But the technique I do is not taught in any chiropractic school. So I learned it outside of school, and I've been doing it and teaching it ever since. When I was a kid, my family had three doctors, none of which were medical doctors. We actually went to a chiropractor, a homeopath, and a naturopath. And as time went on, I kind of gravitated toward chiropractic. By the time I was 16, I figured chiropractic could fix anything except like stitches and things like that. But I didn't really think I would do it. I wasn't like on the path to become a chiropractor. I actually was an economics major in college. Then when I graduated college, I worked a little bit, went back to New York City, where I'm from. And then one day I said, you know what, I want to be a chiropractor. So I went to chiropractic school, but of course what I do is not taught in chiropractic school. I just kind of got my degree there. And then I had certain mentors who were disciples of the founder of Zone Therapy, Dr. Thurman Fleet. They taught me this 25 plus years ago. I spent about 400 to 500 hours one-on-one with four of his main disciples. Plus I had many other influences, martial arts, my parents, metaphysics, healing. And I kind of put it all together and created Zone Technique. The Zone Technique breaks the body up into 6 systems: the glandular system, the eliminative system, the nerve system, the digestive system, the muscle system, and the circulatory system. Every cell in the body is in one of these 6 systems. So whatever could be going wrong with the body, any ache, pain, disease, dis-ease, condition, can be attributed to a disturbance in one or more of those 6 systems. There's points in the back of the head that relate to these 6 systems. Someone who understands the Zone Technique can feel these points in the head, know what's happening in these systems, and then gently stimulate certain points in the spinal cord that relate to the healing of the systems in question. Then the body can heal. The most interesting cases I've had in my practice, it's a long list. You wouldn't believe most of them, so I'm not even going to say on camera some of them, but I'll say a couple. Okay. Woman came in my office about a year ago. She was on a liver transplant list. Imagine that. Imagine someone whose liver is so messed up that a doctor examines it and says, there's nothing that can be done for this. We need to give you a liver transplant. Imagine that. Someone's on an actual liver transplant list. They come to my office. Now, how many people go to a chiropractor to save their liver? Not many. But with the Zone Technique, people understand these things are possible. Now, I'm a chiropractor. I don't treat disease. I don't diagnose disease. I don't treat symptoms. But I do know through the Zone Technique how to balance systems of the body so the body can heal from basically anything. Anyway, so this woman came in. I worked on her. I balanced her zones. She went back to the doctor after 3 visits, 3 freaking visits. And the doctor said, I don't understand this. Maybe it's a miracle, whatever you want to call it. Your liver's totally healthy. You are off the liver transplant list. Now, if you're completely unfamiliar with this stuff, it sounds unbelievable, but look at my eyes, it's 100% true. And if you're a chiropractor, you're still like, that's unbelievable. Doesn't matter, it's true. Now, I actually had her send me the letter. I blocked her name off, but I have that letter, and that's one. Now, I have some that I won't even mention because you wouldn't believe it. But just what comes to mind, a woman came to my office, I think about a year ago, I'll call it. She was having frequent gallbladder attacks. Her doctor said, look, you need to get your gallbladder out. You need gallbladder surgery. We have to remove your gallbladder, like soon. She was having gallbladder attacks 7 nights a week. It was during the night. Came to me, we balanced her zones, her gallbladder healed, never got it out, no more gallbladder attacks. She's totally healthy. And I'll just throw in one more. Actually, I'll throw in a few more. Next one. Woman came into me. She flew in actually to see me from Canada. She was having debilitating abdominal pain for 10 years. She was 28. So from 18 to 28, debilitating abdominal pain, had tried everything under the sun. they finally said, look, you need a hysterectomy. I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about. You need a hysterectomy. Flew to see me. We worked on her for a week. After the fourth day, I saw her every day. She flew in from Canada, so I came in every day to see her. After the fourth day, zero pain, after she was having horrible pain, and she went back to Canada, they examined her, never got a hysterectomy, and had 2 kids after that. So that's a good one. Next one, I'll mention someone famous. Anyone who follows fighting knows BJ Penn. BJ Penn, if you don't know him, look him up. BJ Penn, one of the most famous MMA fighters in history, very good friend of mine, longtime patient. So in 2004, BJ Penn had hurt his neck so badly that his neck hurt 24 hours a day. Not just when he did training, his neck was in pain all the time. He tried chiropractic, acupuncture, medicine, etc., etc., etc. He had an MRI, all that stuff. He had herniated discs in his neck. They told him he needed to get neck surgery and or retire. 2004. He came to me, I worked on him 6 times, gave him 6 zone adjustments, and his neck has been perfect ever since. Just ask him. And on top of that, BJ Penn has had his ups and downs in his career, but you never heard about his neck again. Next, woman came into me, I'm going to say a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. She was in her 60s, such a messed up neck. Her neck was so bad on the MRIs and x-rays and everything. 2 chiropractors looked at it and said, we won't even touch this. This is not something that a chiropractor can even work with. And 2 surgeons in Marin looked at our MRIs and said, look, you need neck surgery. There's nothing to talk about. You need neck surgery. She came to me, I don't know how many visits it took, 4, 5, 6 visits. Her neck is perfect. Perfect. Now, she's still my patient, but I'm saying after 4, 5, 6. And she had 30 years, she's in her 60s, 30 years of migraine headaches. And she had been going to chiropractic for 30 years. 30 years of migraine headaches, gone. So, whether it's when people come to me, with asthma or sinus problems or digestive problems or panic attacks or depression or anxiety or period cramps or, neck pain or back pain or, someone said they needed back surgery or neck surgery or supposed to get an organ dealt with in some way or a horrible immune system issue, they come, they get their zones cleared and heal from all these things. So those are a few. Do I have a special nutrition or daily routine? I do. First of all, let me just say that I like results. I like things that work. So if someone says, hey, I'm a vegan or I'm a vegetarian or I eat meat, hey, if you're healthy and happy, good. So I'm not so fixated on a certain way of eating. But for me, since you asked how I like to eat, I like to have a protein with each meal. And then I like to have fruits or vegetables with that protein. So again, a protein base like eggs in the morning or chicken or meat or whatever, protein base with fruits or vegetables with it. Now, if I'm full, that's the end of the meal. If I'm still hungry, that's when I'll add the carbs. So you understand, protein base, fruits or vegetables. If I'm full, that's it. If I'm still hungry, add the carbs. So I have no problem with carbs. But for me, carbs are for when you've eaten your protein, you've eaten your, like for example, you have like fish for lunch with a salad, there's your protein and vegetables. If you're still hungry, have some pasta. I didn't make that way of eating up. Dr. Thurman Fleet, who again I mentioned created zone therapy, which had a huge effect on zone technique, that's from his routine or advice on eating. And as far as my daily routine, I think it's important to move every day, meaning like, take a long walk, swim, do yoga, do Pilates, do martial arts, go for a run. It's important to move your body every day. So that's one important thing in my daily routine. And I also like to use my imagination and image things, like picture certain things to create certain things. That's a whole science in itself, which we're not really talking about today, but that's something I like to do in my daily routine. My metaphysical routine is this. It's kind of deep, you might say, but let me try to explain it the best I can. When people look to some source of reality, what are the 2 places people go to understand reality? When I say reality, I mean, where did you come from, before you were in your body? Why are you here? Why are you in your body? And where are you going after you have no body? Things like that, deep questions. Okay, people usually go to one of 2 places, which is theology, like a priest, a minister, a rabbi, whatever their religion is, they go to a theologian, someone who's an expert on religion, or they go to a scientist, like scientist. Now, if you go to a theologian, minister, priest, rabbi, whatever your whatever your religion is, they will tell you, if you say, what is all this? What is all this? What is all this? They say, this is all God. They say, this is all God. God is everywhere. There's no space or place that God isn't. God is everywhere. So everything you're looking at is an expression of God. Like my hand is an expression of God. If I had something, some object in my hand, that's an expression of God. All there is God. So there's some kind of an illusion of separateness, like you're you, I'm me. You walk on the street, you see all these many people, but really that's the one God expressing as the many. And if you ask a scientist, what is all this? They'll say, this is all energy. It's all energy. So whatever you see is a manifestation of energy. There's only one energy, but that energy manifests in many different forms. So again, theology or science is this idea of oneness. Really, there's only one thing. And everything that you're kind of seeing with your seeing and experiencing through your five outer senses is the illusion of the many, the illusion. So my metaphysical practice, you might say, is just realizing that as the foundation of everything. Things seem real, but they're not, because the only reality is oneness. Now, the reason things seem real is because you have fears and or desires attached to them. Anything that you fear or desire or both will seem very real. But if you don't have fears or desires attached to things, it doesn't seem real. It seems like you could be watching, you turn on the news, CNN, oh, there's a famine in Africa. Oh, too bad. Then your friend calls you, let's go to dinner. Oh, let's go to dinner. I don't care. You just watch this horrible report about people starving in Africa. You're like, oh, okay. Then your friend calls, you want to go to dinner? Yeah, let's go to dinner. I don't care. What are you at dinner thinking about what you saw? It doesn't even seem real because you don't have fears and or desires attached to that. But if like one of your friends, something happened to them, you have fears and or desires attached to your friend's situation, and it seems very real to you. But they're equally, you can say real or unreal, whatever you want to think, but only fears and or desires make things seem real. So my metaphysical practice is reminding myself of the illusion of separateness and the reality of oneness. To boost your immune system, believe it or not, you know what the most important thing for your immune system is? Your ideas about your immune system and the ideas about how strong your body is. Now, of course, eat healthy food, exercise, get adjusted. If you want to go to a chiropractor, rest yourself properly. This will make your immune system strong, won't it? More important than everything is having an idea that your body is strong, believing that your body is strong, accepting that your body is strong, expecting to have a strong immune system. That will make you healthy. So the most important thing for a strong immune system is having the concept in your subconscious that you have a strong immune system, and that's what's going to manifest as a strong immune system. The Zone School of Healing, which I'm the founder of, teaches the zone technique, which is a very powerful way to analyze and work on the body to balance it, and also the principles of healing at the highest level that they're being taught on this planet that I'm aware of. Who is the Zone School for? Chiropractors, acupuncturists, naturopaths, body workers, massage therapists, Reiki masters, medical doctors. Any doctor or healer who wants to learn to get much, much better healing results than they're already getting can join Zone School. ZoneTechnique.com is the website, and it's 100% money back guarantee. So if you're a doctor or healer, you're listening to me, and you want to get amazing results, like myself and my students, you join Zone School, and only one of two things will happen. Either it's the best decision you've ever made in your healing career, or it's free, because it is guaranteed. The Zone School of Healing has live events. Now, the live events are open to Zone School members and non-members alike. So you can be a member of Zone School and come to a live event, or you don't have to be a member of Zone School yet and still come to a live event, no problem. Live events are taught pretty much every month, sometimes 2 a month, sometimes 1 a month on weekends. If you go to zonetechnique.com and you click on the live events tab, it tells you where they are, when they are, you can register, all that. It happens. I'm teaching one in Berkeley in August coming up. I'm teaching actually an advanced one only for Zone School members who are actually advanced in Vegas in September. I'm teaching in Des Moines, Iowa in October, and also in England, Oxford, England, later in October. And I'm teaching a mastermind. We have a advanced mastermind for advanced zone school members. I'm teaching that in Atlanta in November. And pretty much, I just taught this month, I taught one in, was it this month or I don't know, recently. I taught one in St. Paul, Minnesota and Omaha, Nebraska. Highly attended, people love that stuff. And for December, because I don't have one set for December yet, I was thinking about Miami or Hawaii, but we'll see how that goes. For 25 years, all I used with my patients was my hands. So people will come in for 25 years, lay on a flat bench, I use my hands, takes 2 minutes, we balance their body, that's it. No vitamins, no herbs, no needles, no nothing. Not too long ago, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna create a line of vitamins that go with the zone adjustments. Now, are they necessary? No, obviously not. If we have these spectacular results for 25 years, do you need zone vitamins? No. However, some people like vitamins. So I wanted to make a vitamin for each zone. So I have a glandular vitamin, an eliminative vitamin, a nerve vitamin, a digestive vitamin, a muscular vitamin, and a circulatory vitamin. So I don't give them to all my patients, but I give them to some, and they're very powerful. 6systemsvitamins.com, 6, S-I-X, systems, plural, vitamins, plural.com, has all the info, and you can order some and check them out.